Very good morning, students. Welcome to Early Foundation International School. So, how is your day? Yes, I hope you all are having a great day, right? Yes. So, before starting today's class, let's see today's date and date. So, what is today's date? Today's date is 30 August 2021 and the day is Monday. Okay, students? So, what did you learn in the previous class? Yes, in the previous class, we completed the first chapter and we also revised the question answers, right? Yes. Now see the question number 6 in the page number 7. What did Blaise Pascal invent? What was the purpose of this invention? So what is the answer for this question? What did Blaise Pascal invent? The Blaise Pascal invented the Pascal line. Yes, so students, he invented Pascal line. What was the first purpose of the Pascal line? The purpose is the Pascal line is used for adding numbers quickly. So this is the answer for question number 6. Then see the question number 6b. What is tabulating machine? What is tabulating machine? This machine is capable of reading data, processing it and giving the desired output. Then question number 7. Write a short note on Charles Babbage and his contribution to the modern world. So you have to write the invention of Charles Babbage and the contribution. Okay. Then see the question number 8. In the question number 8, they have given some pictures. According, you have to write what are these pictures. Okay. Then in the page number 8, you have some word search puzzle. You know, right? This word search puzzle, you have to do this. So while sending the homework, please write the date and day and your name. Okay. So today we'll start a new chapter. Okay, students. So before starting this new chapter, can you tell me how we talk? Can you tell me how I am talking? No. Can you tell me how I am moving my hands? Can you tell me? How it is possible? Can you tell me? Yes, this is possible because of the brain. Without brain, we can't talk, we can't move your hand, you can't walk, you can't bend your head, you can't do anything without brain. I hope you all are thinking, why ma'am we need brain to talk, to move the hands and all, right? Yes. So we need brain because when you start moving this hand, these nerves in the hand will give a signal to the brain. Okay, students. As soon as it gets the signal from as soon as the brain gets the signal, it tells our hands, the nerves in our hands to move. Without brain, we can't. See, when you think that first the moving hand, you think that let me move my hand. Yes, no, you think first. Yes, now after thinking only, the brain sends this message to the nerves of the hand to move. Yes, no, so I think you got to know why brain is very important in a human body to do action. Yes, no, when you think, that is input to the brain. And what is the output? The action you make. That is the output, right? Yes, so what is the work of the brain? It takes input from us and it also processes the input what we have given. And it also sends the output, right? Yes. So what is the brain doing here? It is processing, right? Yes, it is processing the input and after processing it sends the output, right? Similarly, students, in computer also we have a brain. I hope you all are thinking, ma'am, why a computer has a brain, right? Yes, even a computer has a brain. It also needs to take input and process it and send output. So, it also needs a brain. Computer also needs a brain. So, what is the brain in the computer? So, the brain of a computer is the central processing unit. So, what is the brain of a computer called as? It is the central processing unit. So, your next chapter, that is chapter 2, is the central processing unit. And in short form, we will call it as CPU. So, this central processing unit is the brain of a computer. Okay. Actually, so this CPU is just a hardware. What it is? It is a hardware. Okay, students, that carries instructions in the computer program. That means, as I told, it takes input from us. That means, see, what is the input we give to the computer? The keyboard, right? When we type something on the keyboard, this is shown on the display paper. Yes, no? So it is doing input, it takes input, it processes the instruction and it gives the output. Yes, no students? Yes. So let's say, see, so the basic the CPU. This CPU is also called as processor, central processor and microprocessor. So what that means, students? We can call this CPU, that is central processing unit, as processor, central processor and microprocessor. Okay, then this CPU handles all the instruction it receives from the hardware and software running on the computer. What that means? It handles both the software and hardware. That means what it is? See, for example, in a human body, see, eating is a hardware and your stomach will do digestion, that is software, that is inside, that is software. Similarly, in the computer also, this CPU will do all the software and hardware instructions in the computer. Okay, students, so this CPU was invented by Federico Fajan and Ted Off in 1971. So when the central processing unit was invented? So students, when the CPU was invented? The CPU was invented by Federico Fajan and Ted Off in 1971. So the first processor was used as 4004 processor. So this is the processor first time we used, that is, this is the CPU we used for the first time. Then, so what we learned here, the CPU is called, CPU is also referred as processor, central processor, microprocessor, and it handles both software and hardware. The CPU was invented by Federico Fajan and Ted Off in 1971, and the first CPU we used was 4004 processor. Okay, students, now we will see the functions of CPU. So we will see what are the functions of CPU. Okay, students, so can you tell me what are the functions of CPU? The first function of CPU is, the CPU reads and executes program instruction. What it does? Reads and executes program instructions. What does that mean? See, for example, when you type something on the keyboard, see, it will first read what you have typed. Then it will execute this program inside the software. So it will execute means it starts processing what we have typed. So this is the first function of CPU. Then we have, it coordinates the activities of the computer system. What does that means? Can you tell me? Yes. So see, the next function is, it coordinates the activities of the computer system. That means it will all take care. What are the activities goes on in the computer? Everything it will coordinate. It will be the form of coordination. It will be in the correct form. So there is also one function of CPU. Then it controls the operation of all parts of computer. So what does that mean? See, as I told, in a human body, brain controls everything, right? When it thinks, when it executes to move the hand, talk, eat. Similarly, CPU also controls all the It stores data means it can store maximum number of data. Let it be in KBs, MBs or GBs. It may be any bytes it will store. And it intermediates results. That means the results will be in a perfect way. Then instruction. It also gives instruction also. So these are the four functions of CPU. Okay students. So what we learned in this class? We learned what is CPU, who invented the CPU, and what are the functions of CPU, right? Yes. So this is enough, or shall we move to the next topic? So this is enough for today. So this is enough. So tomorrow, the next class, we will move to the next topic. We will learn the new topic. So today also you will have homework.